Hi, Corrie Thorne, the spiritual teacher, intuitive energy reader, coming in to do my channel messages. This one is going to be, I'm working in the water signs, and this one is going to be for Scorpio. And these are the last ones to be posted for my monthly readings, which I'm very late getting out for you. So this one's going to be for Scorpio, and for those born under the sign that you have it somewhere in your chart. This is not an astrological reading, and I have my background blurred out because I have lots of grandchild stuff around and she's napping. So I'm getting these done right now. So for Scorpio, what I have coming up is I feel like you are cleaning up energy. That's what it feels like to me. We are in a fire season. We're in Sagittarius right now. And I feel like for you, it is time to clean up energy, time to end old relationships or old ties. It's like not forgotten, but let go. Not forgotten, but let go. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're like letting go of something. But if you're letting go of these things in your life, it's that you have to really cut the ties. You have to do some, I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in, like calling in Archangel Michael to help guide you through cutting the ties of the things that are no longer serving your highest good. Because as we move into 2022, as we move forward, you're being guided towards the life that you are looking to create depends on you not taking all of the past into 2022 with you. It's so important. Yeah, so cleaning, sorry, I had to pause for a second there, and I don't edit these because I can't touch the channel messages. They have to go as they are, even though sometimes they seem very crazy, very out there. And so we're being told that, it's like there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity for you to make some big leeway in life in 2022. I feel like after February, after March, when the flowers start to rise again, when all the seeds that were planted in prayers and thoughts that were all planted in 2021, I feel like if you just if you water it with love right now, nurture what you need to, let go of what needs to be let go. I feel like when the ground breaks, so when the ground thaws and the ground breaks and the new seeds break through, I feel like there's new growth, there's new opportunity, there's new things that are coming in for you. But a lot of the things that are coming depends on you detaching from a lot of the old stories or some of the people that have been in your life. And it just feels like it's like moving beyond some of the old experiences and stepping into some new relationships. So there's definitely new relationships, there's new beginnings. And for some of you, I feel like there's a big major move. It's like you always said, I'd never go there. I'll never do that. I'll never. And I always, it's like, never say never. You never know what God has planned, whatever God means to you, whatever is in that universal flow for us, whatever's in the stars for us, whatever was designed for us, whatever we agreed to before we came to Earth, before we arrived here, we don't know it until it appears for us. And then all forces work on our behalf to just like make things happen. So if you let your need to control or your, oh my God, this is what I've always done, this is how I've always done it, and there's no way I can't do that, it's like you may miss out on one of the biggest opportunities of your life, or one of the happiest, that could be one of the most happiest, most joyous either relationships or times in your life for you to be able to move forward. I feel like for some of my Scorpios, I'm also picking up the sense of I do have sorrow. And whatever sorrow means, sorrow could just means like the ending of a whole lifetime of one way you did thing or one creation. And then you kind of got to grieve. You got to grieve those experiences, even though we're in a rebirth. So you could be in a rebirth, you could be in a new experience, but also knowing, you dedicated a whole lifetime, even if it wasn't healthy dedication, you were still in it. And so there is a sense of sorrow, but I also have coming up and I see this as a basket, and I see the weaving of a basket. So I feel like there's like some family, what keeps the threads of the basket together, or what created the family dynamics of our lives, may be also having some challenges happening, or some health issues, or whatever it may be. But it just feels like something where you have to bring the basket. You got to come together, because you have to hold each other together. You have to be together, you have to be present with each other, and you have to be that support. So you're being asked, and I feel like for some of your Scorpio, being the support is not so easy as being supported. I feel like for some, and I'm going to say this in a lighthearted way, and don't take it as a personal thing, but that being a victim to believing they did this to me, this happened to me. It's like that language has to change, and you have to become the support for other people. And you have to step into that role and be okay with that. There's a lot of mimicking of like almost like living through somebody else's dream. So this could be like a partner or somebody in your life that you really truly got caught up in their lives. And it's almost like it's like you became whatever somebody else wanted, whatever somebody else, but not even recognize. It feels very unconscious. I just feel like it's like you have not yet, for some of my Scorpios, you have not yet stepped into your dream life or your flow of what is yours. And so unrecognizable to yourself. It's almost like other people may have seen this of you, but you didn't see this of you. You didn't know this of you. And it's like, oh, well, that's too ordinary, or that's too plain, or but it's contentment. It is joy. It is happiness. And when we're seeking joy and happiness in our lives, when we're seeking that beautiful contentment in life, is being able to make peace with where we've been, sit back and be able to breathe. And that's what I feel like for 2022. They're just trying to bring you into alignment to a life that feels content, feels like you're able to start to live at peace with self, and just breathe, right? Just breathing into this moment, into this experience, and being present with you. And I just want to validate this a little bit. It's so funny when you move. And see that blurred out is like, that's a false back. See, it's not all right. It's what we see, and so it's like, so if you have the illusion that you've been trapped, that I've stuck, and it's the Seven of Swords in reverse. So it's like she believed she was trapped, or he believed he was trapped, believed that truth that, oh, I can't get out. But there's a clear path, and the only thing that's holding you is the blinders that you wear. And so if you keep wearing blinders, you'll keep being in the dark. If you keep wearing blinders, you'll always be lost. And so it's like you're not really lost. You are just always not really following that. You're not always trusting that intuition, or you're following somebody else's dreams, or you're trying to live in somebody else's dreams. And it's time for you to start allowing yourself to, what did I dream of? And how many of my dreams did I sacrifice and give up because I just didn't feel worthy? And I pulled the Ace of Cups to go with this, and falling into a life of peace. It's like, if you try to fill your cup with everything and you empty nothing out, and you carry all the old along with trying to put all the new falls out as well. So on time, untethered, so that you can, you're being given opportunities to live a more peaceful life, a more content life, a more life that's in alignment to who you are coming into 2022. Your choices, your decision, your free will. But there's so much that is not of our free will. There's so much that is of the will of the contracts that we kind of signed up for. But it's like you're meeting some of those new beginnings, and you get the choice to choose, will I accept it or will I reject it? Will I keep staying in some of my misery stories? Will I keep doing some of the old past, or will I move forward? Will I be willing to take the leap of faith and just trust some of the journeys that are possible for me? And that's your message. And please remember, this doesn't replace any medical, psychological, or any advice that you've been given. It may not resonate with you this month. If it doesn't, then it's not for you. Or, you may not even know it resonates with you yet. And And if you're just watching this, you're cross-watching, it resonates with you, then the message is also for you, because it's all of what's just in the energy. This is energy reading and channeling through this energy, and just really, truly the power of listening. And when you learn to listen and really listen, it might be like, oh, that can't happen, or I can't do that, but it happens. And you just got to listen to all the little cues that are coming for us. Much love. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful month, rest of the month, and I will see you in January. Bye-bye.